Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. We have our TBR mug. Chooses my September TBR. We're already in September. That's crazy. I'm already so excited for all the holidays like Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Bring them up. My favorite holidays are Halloween and Christmas, so I'm like so excited. I'm like the Burr months are the best months of the year. I'm sorry, I had to say it. They're the best months of the year. So we got our first one. If it's one that we got last time, I'm gonna put it to the side because I don't want the same prompts every time. But I do have to add more prompts. Let's see. A genre you don't usually read. I feel like this was one from last time. It was one from last time. Let's see. A book you meant to read last year. Okay, this is a new one. There's a lot of books I meant to read last year, but I'm gonna look at my journal and see which ones were the books in my like 23 books to read in 2023, and then we'll pick one of those. So we're gonna do Stolen Air by Holly Black. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. This is about their brother Oak and another person. What was her name? I don't know her name. It's probably somewhere here. I'm not sure. I know it's a continuation of the Cruel Prince trilogy. It's not with Jude and Carden, which sucks, but it is with Oak and a girl. I don't know her name. I guess that's his like love interest. So I'm excited to see it. It says, I squat on the other side of the prince, worried I am going to do something wrong. Oak's gaze slants to me as with fumbling fingers I try to work off the scale mail where it has stuck to his wound. He makes a soft huff of pain, and I can see the way his lips are white at the edges from being pressed together as he bites back whatever other sounds he wants to make. Underneath his stained linen shirt is pushed up over the flat plane of his stomach, the dip of his hip bones. His sweat carries the scent of crushed grass, but mostly he smells like blood. He watches me, lashes low over his eyes. Without his golden armor, he almost looks like the boy I remember. So, yeah. The Stolen Air is our first book for this month. We're gonna choose another one now. Hopefully, like I said, is one that we haven't done yet. Oh my god, a book with yellow on the cover. We've done that one like 3 times. No. Trying to move them around. Oh, I dropped one. Let's see if the one I dropped works. A book that has illustrations. I feel like we did this one last time. I need more prompts. People, I need more prompts. An award-winning book. That's gonna be a little hard because I don't know which ones have won an award. I was about to pass this one up, but then I remembered I had All the Light We Cannot See, and it won a Pulitzer Prize. All I know is that this is during like World War II, I think. And yeah, World War II, because it's with Hitler. So just the things that happened. I don't know very much about it, and I also don't want to know too much about it. I know this one's gonna hit hard in the feels, and it's a historical fiction book, so I'm excited to read it. I've heard great things about it, and obviously it must be a great book if it won a Pulitzer Prize. But our second book is All the Light We Cannot See. Okay, let's go like this. This way we get one that we haven't gotten again. Okay guys, a book you think you will rate 5 stars. That's hard. Okay guys, so for the book I think I'd rate 5 stars, I chose Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage because Done and Dusted was basically almost 4 stars for me. So I feel like I might really enjoy this one, but I don't know because some people didn't like this one as much. I hope I do, and that it's a 5-star read because I've been in a 5-star read drought like recently, like this whole year, and I'm not here for it. I don't think I've read a single 5-star book this year, and that is tragic for me. So hopefully Swift and Saddled does that for me. It is a shorter book, and it's a romance, so I'll just put a thing in here. It's a romance, so it'll be a nice breakup between like The Stolen Air, which is fantasy, and All the Light We Cannot See, which is historical fiction. Let's see, we're only 3 books in. We got to do 5 more. Once again, we're gonna do it like this. Let's grab this one. if it's repeated at this point, I'm just gonna get it because if not, we're gonna end this. A book that ends in an odd number of pages. Okay, for an odd number of pages, we have The Sunken City by Emma V. R. Noyes. It has 371 pages, so perfect. Oh, it started raining, so if you guys hear thunder and lightning, just go with it. It's just gonna be a spooky one. The Sunken City is about this girl. She's an orphan. Pirates find her, so she's like in the pirate crew. She kind of gets adopted by the pirates, and then one day there's like a storm. She falls overboard, I'm assuming, and then she goes to like the bottom of the ocean where there's this like magical world. And the king there is like, I'm your father, so now she has to learn how to be a princess. So now she's learning to be a pirate, and then some people here have magic, but the king is against that, and then she realizes she has magic, so she's like, whoa, like, how do I travel through all of this? And then there's two brothers, an evil one and a good one, and like it's just giving like the Vampire Diaries with like Damon and Stefan and Conrad and Jeremiah. I'm sorry for the summer term pretty, and it's just like, why not? You know what I mean? So we're gonna read The Sunken City. I'm actually very excited for this one, so I'm excited. Let's see, guys. Oh, this is one. No, I've gotten that one 300 times. That one is one that, no, I get it every single time. What's this one? A book that matches the current season. Okay, it's September 1st, so for me, it is currently fall already, so I have the perfect book. And we have In the Company of Witches by Orally Wallace. I'm assuming that's how you write her name. It says, for 400 years, the Warren witches have used their magic to quietly help the citizens of the sleepy New England town of Evanfall thrive. Evanfall, whatever. There's never been a problem they couldn't handle. The Constance Graves dies while staying at the witch's bed and breakfast. Oh, then Constance Graves dies while staying at the witch's bed and breakfast. At first it looks like an accident, but it soon becomes clear that there's something more sinister at work, and Aunt Nora is shaping up to be the prime suspect. There's nothing Brian Warren wants more than to prove Nora's innocence, and it hurts knowing that even 2 years ago it might have been easier. Brian, I'm not sure. After all, is a witch of the dead, a witch who can commune with ghosts. But she hasn't used her power since her husband died, and isn't even sure she still can. Bryn will just have to hope that her aunt's magic and her own investigative skills will lead her to answers. And maybe back to the gift she was ready to give up forever. So, it's spooky season. So we got a spooky little witchy book. That's a nice little book for the TBR. We skipped that one because we got it last time, and I don't even know what my favorite genre is anymore. A book you've had for a long time. Whoa, that we could do. Okay, so this is a book that I've had for a very long time, and I've only ever read one other book by this author, and it is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. I'm excited to read it. I don't even know what it's about. It says, oh, from Master Storyteller. Okay. I don't even have a synopsis for it on here, but I am like excited to read it. Like, it doesn't have a synopsis, but I know hers are like more like magical and stuff like that, so I'm excited. Like the writing is more lyrical, so I'm excited to read hers. I've only ever read Strange the Dreamer, so this book has been on my shelf for a very, very long time, so I think it's time that I pick it up. And I do have the whole series. I don't know if you can see here. Days of Blood and Starlight and Dreams of Gods and Monsters, so I'm excited for that one. We are very much in a blue mood this time around. Anyway, that's actually quite crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're missing 2 more. Let's see if we can stick to the blue. Honestly, at this point now, I just want it all to be blue. I think it'd be nice. Let's just put this here. A book that has a movie or TV adaptation. Let's see. To continue with the blue theme that we have going on, I chose a classic, and it is The Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. This has movies and plays and all that jazz, so I'm actually so excited to read it. I've been wanting to read it, but I just haven't like done it, so now I have no excuse because it's part of my TBR. And The Phantom of the Opera is giving spooky season, so we're vibing. We're really vibing with this. And then we're gonna have our last pick. Long way. And we're gonna choose our last book, which hopefully fits that like bluish green aesthetic that we have going on. And the book is a book that is over 500 pages. But I know exactly what book to choose for that one because I just had it available too on Libby, so might as well read it so I can have it in my Kindle and physically, and that is A Court of Mist and Fury. She's chunky. I don't even have to check that she's over 500 pages. I know she is, but just to let you guys know, she is 624 pages, so more than doable. Not doable. More than enough for the 500 pages. So we've got another blue cover. So we literally are just reading blue books this month, and that's kind of like exciting. This one's kind of black, but it has blue in it, so very much a nice aesthetic. I'm vibing with it. So we're reading this month, I almost dropped this on me, A Court of Mist and Fury, The Phantom of the Opera, Daughter of Smoke and Bones, In the Company of Witches, The Sunken City, Swift and Saddled, All the Light We Cannot See, and The Stolen Heir, which are all very exciting reads. I'm actually I think this is my favorite TBR we've had so far, other than like last month's. I feel like we're getting better at these. We're getting better at making these TBRs. Because these feel like easier for me to stick to. Like last month I stuck to it pretty well. So we're getting better at making these. We're getting a lot better. But yeah, those are the books we're reading this month for September, and hopefully I can get through all of them. We'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens this month, but we're gonna try to get through all of them.